Shooting with 2 cameras is better, 3 cameras is ideal, 4 is good, and 5, like the number continues. With events, the more you can get to capture, the more dynamic the event is going to look like. You guys are already here. Can I also make or shoot a very good event video with just 1 camera? Well, the answer is yes and no, depending on the angle you are coming from. Before you might think I've just contradicted myself, let me explain this clearly. If you're shooting with 1 camera in terms of an event situation, I really don't think there are any sort of advantages to it. Probably you are just using the resources you have. Maybe you just have just 1 camera and you don't really have assistants to help you. If you do have more cameras, then this video is not actually for you, because I'm not going to encourage you to shoot an event video with just 1 camera. This video is actually for those who only have 1 camera available, and there is this next wedding coming up, or there is this occasion, or there is this conference that they just have to film using just 1 camera. If you are just that person who is watching this video right now, then sit back, relax, because this video is actually going to be helpful. I just hope our Panasonic autofocusing system is not going to be jumping around, because I'm actually recording this as usual on my Panasonic G7, and as well as I'm not using any microphone on this camera at the moment. So if you do hear lots of background noise, please kind of bear with me, because I don't have an external mic mounted on this camera at the moment. How do I shoot an event with 1 camera? Now, I like to divide this into sections. First of all, you need to absolutely be in control of the key moments, or what that whole event or particular conference or whatever you choose to call it is all about. This is a very important step that I would advise that you don't play with if you're shooting with 1 camera, because you really need to know at what point you have to focus on the stage, or you need to focus on the action that is going on, and at what point you have to focus on the crowd, or let's say getting some cutaways. So how I love to approach this is that when I get to the event, let's say it's a conference and we have some number of speakers who are coming to speak on the podium. Now, first of all, I need to sit with the organizers, or I need to look through the organizational sheet and know which speeches are more important, or let's say if it's a wedding, which particular parts of the wedding are more important than the others. And so what I tend to do is that once I get to the scene, so let's say without the message of speaker 1, it wouldn't affect the outcome of the video that I'm producing for that event, then I can ignore speaker 1. And so what will happen is that during the time that speaker 1 is on the podium, I'll use that opportunity to capture the crowd just listening or watching the stage. And now what this happens is that during editing, I'm going to pick where they are listening or where I'm showing the crowd to overlay on when speaker 2 is speaking. Because during the time speaker 2 would be on stage, I would actually have my camera on stage, and I wouldn't have any camera at all capturing the crowd. So it looks like you are just kind of stealing random crowd reactions from other speeches to place it on the speeches that you are going to record. And as you can see on your screen, this is just a specific visual representation of what I am talking about. These people you can see listening to this speech right now are not actually listening to that current speech. It's only in editing I did that. Those reaction shots were actually shot when another speaker was speaking all together, but because I was using 1 camera, I actually went to focus on those people. Then in editing, I overlay them, I just put them on the top layers. If you want me to make a whole detailed video on this, or probably how to edit a 1 camera event, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll consider making a video of that. So it's absolutely doable, but like I said, if you do have the chance to shoot with more than 1 camera, then I would absolutely do recommend that you do that. If you're even shooting with 2 cameras, it's better, 3 cameras is ideal, 4 is good, and 5, like the number continues. With events, the more you can get to capture, the more dynamic the event is going to look like in terms of watching the video playback later on. And so you kind of get the reason why I said no as well, even though it's actually possible with 1 camera. I actually said no mainly due to the fact that you would have to sacrifice some people's speeches, or you would have to sacrifice some parts of the event just to get crowd reactions. And that might not be the case, because some of you are capturing some very short, straightforward events that you can't just afford, or you can absolutely afford to ignore certain parts of the event. And if you are that kind of person, or you are in that kind of a state, then there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You just need to shoot with more than one camera. But if you're a beginner out there and you do just have one camera, you want to use it for occasions, weddings, conferences, or whatever that you want to use it for, then this technique is absolutely for you, and using it would absolutely help you out. If you're just discovering this video for the very first time, welcome. This is the Africa Ways channel where we talk about cinematography, photography, editing, and all its related branches. And if you did get a ton of information out of this video, then I'll do much appreciate it if you just click on the like button, because it goes a long way in helping other people discover this channel on YouTube. My name is OBL Jr. If you do have any further questions, you can link me up on Instagram at OBL_Jr. DM me your questions and I will gladly respond to every single one of your messages. And right here from the middle of Africa, I can't wait to see you in my next video as I talk about shooting event videos with multi-cameras. Click here to watch them.